Hello everyone. This is an amazing day for us because our offline batch at TES is beginning. Inaugural ceremony is going on. I suddenly thought we'll go live so that you can all be part of the inaugural ceremony. Sethi Lakshmi, my colleague, is now introducing the various activities at TES. Please be with us and let us enjoy this day. Come.
So that is a public group where people, including our student volunteers, they read books live in our YouTube every week. And we have 2 to 3 practice sessions before every Sunday reading. It happens every Sunday. You can join through our TES Reading Club Telegram group. Then we have our Cultural Studies Research Program, Research Forum, started by our students. Again, that is an initiative by our own students to organize public lectures, courses and discussions in various aspects of research and cultural studies. We have conducted lectures on gender studies, disability studies, education, pandemic literature and so on. It was inaugurated on 13th April 2021 by the eminent scholar and professor Dr. Meena Tipu. Then we have our TES newsletter. Again, many of you are familiar with this e-resource, I'm sure. Contains short and easy articles on major academic areas for research as well as games and activities. And again, it began as a concept for to understand and appreciate literature. The Bard's Times, that is a pseudo newspaper from TES. Again, we have 2 copies that will be displayed here. Then again, that's again another student initiative, and we have fictionalized accounts of events from history. Then we have Mini Mag, and as we fondly call it, Chota Bai of our TES newsletter. So it has basics of English literature in a very structured manner, and tomorrow we'll be releasing our next Mini Mag, and it's useful for students and teachers. Like many teachers, they can use it as their teaching aids. Then English Professionals Forum, EPROF. It enhances employability of English graduates and postgraduates. That was the vision. We aimed to promote employability of English graduates and postgraduates, and we conduct workshop, training programs, skill development programs under EPROF. Then we have TES Off-Campus program. TES Off-Campus program, it comprises of training programs, webinars and seminars in colleges and universities. It trains college students to become better teachers and research scholars, and we have one upcoming TES Off-Campus program on 20th of this month at St. Thomas College, Karachi. Then this is again a proud initiative of TES, that is TES Fluid Classroom, TFC. It was created with the vision of a third space for students and teachers. So it promotes flexible learning platform incorporating various teaching and learning techniques, and we use interactive workshops on theories, and it happens in 3 stages: student exhibit interaction, student teacher interaction, student student interaction. And we organized a workshop on theorizing the everyday. That was a unique interactive workshop organized by TFC in 2020. It was a 3-day workshop that was organized in Ernakulam, and St. Teresa's College was a partner. Then Equal is another social initiative of TES that is for diversity and inclusion, and it promotes supporting queer movements, gender initiative programs and community empowerment, and it has association with LGBTIQ+ organizations. Again, we have TES incubation project, and yeah, many people have started entrepreneurial ventures with the experience and exposure they got from TES. Yes, thank you everyone. So next I welcome our team. I introduce our team. Yeah. So I welcome. Yeah, here is our patron, Dr. Krishna Palesa, our beloved sir. Sir, yeah. Yeah. Our father. Yes. He was the professor of Sanskrit, and he was principal. Then who's ombudsman.
Will you let me introduce
Yeah, that's what I wanted her to introduce.
Ma'am, 1 second. Ma'am, 1 second, 1 second. Okay.
my This is my father. He was a professor of Sanskrit for over 35 years. My mother was also a professor of Sanskrit. It's okay. Today is the day she passed away. That's right. I'm like this. I'll cry several times in front of you. My parents were like all parents, not so great. Because we become parents. Now I know, without any previous knowledge, without any degree. Well, my parents and me learned together how to manage things. I was a very tough daughter for them. I gave them a very difficult lesson. But I'm so glad that all that tough, difficult lessons and everything happened, because that is what made me and TES. And in many ways, more ways than one, it will help you also. My parents were wonderful. They gave me a very thorough grounding in education. They were both professors. They insisted that I write in a clear, good handwriting, that I learn spelling correctly. They insisted that I learn the basics properly and with passion, and they wouldn't let me eat my food until I learned with passion. It was, oh my God, awesome. I remember the days on which I lay on the dining table and wrote copies and did my homework. It made me a thorough professional. Without that foundation, nothing would have happened. I'm not a workaholic, but I insist on doing things my way. And thank you so much, Acha, for teaching me that invaluable lesson. He is continuously, even now, when he should be retired and resting, he is continuously on his toes. He is supposed to come and spend the night with us in the flat where we live, but he says, no, I am staying at TES because there is work going on here, there are things to be taken care of. He sleeps here most of the days, and he is like a pillar of support, unwavering strength he still gives me. I'm the most blessed daughter, and this is the most blessed institution because he is there continuously with us. Thank you so much once again. Aksha, will you please bless my children? Talk to them. Can you hold this also? Yes.
Wonderful team of TES, my dear children. I know you have here from far off places with an aim, with a goal to achieve. And I offer my best wishes to achieve your aim and have a comfortable and wonderful period here. The training that you will receive from here is something different. I hope you will utilize it and make your life successful. Thank you.
Maybe in 2015 or around that time, I don't know when, I found a surrogate mother. This lady who's sitting here has been equally invaluable for me in these short years that we have known each other. She just walked in one day into my life, and she has been working with us ever since in so many ways. This is Nirmala Mangalat. She has retired from an international school in Dubai, and she has worked here in an international school. And with that tremendous experience in teaching, she has been helping us to edit materials, to write the content, to frame so many ideas, and we have done amazing things together. Right now she is copy editing the American Encyclopedia, which will be released for you. We have done teacher training programs, we have done academic writing workshops, we have done so many things together. I have learned so much from her, and it is my greatest privilege to introduce you to Nirmala ma'am and invite her to please address you and bless you on this wonderful moment. Yes, you can hold this and clear everything.
I'm a little clumsy. More than a little clumsy. Can you hold one of these things?
You can hold this. I will hold the mic. And we'll speak together. I mean, I'll stand and you'll speak. Okay. I thought you wanted me to hold it.
I was
Oh, okay. Got it.
one flower, one bag, one. That's life at TES. We do too many things at the same time. Everything we do together at the same time. You will know in very soon. I had a long speech prepared for you. But then I think I'm not expected to say anything.
Not really. You can say that.
Okay, I hope she'll give me time before you all leave. I'll get a chance, I hope. I'll just make it very short. See,
You don't have to. You can speak.
Can I speak? 1
Yes.
minute.
Of course. 5 minutes. That is, you don't have to compare with it. You can speak. You should.
Okay. Look at all of you, so excited, and some of you very nervous and tense. I can see sad faces, maybe fathers, parents have left you here, this God-forsaken place, far away from home. I don't know, I'm just imagining. It's a good place actually, but then, but very excited to be on the threshold of, excuse me, can I move this? Yeah,
No,
I can. It's okay. Because I can. All right. So you have actually, you have done your research. You have gone through websites. You have looked at other training institutes. You have compared statistics. Who's getting the more passes? Who's getting others? And then you have made your decision. This is the institute for me. And you're here now. But there's something. Now that you're here, we'll let you in on a secret. It's not something you can find online about our institute. It's not something you can gauge by looking at other people, talking to people and all that. It's something special what only insiders can know. Now that you're an insider too, each of you, I'm going to tell you what it is. You're going to learn here, right? You all come to learn. Learn what? Learn literature. Learn net, I don't know what it's called, net syllabus, and get good marks and pass. But I want you to realize that you're learning literature, it's only part of the game. Okay, it's not actually that you are here for. It's only part. That you can learn anywhere. You can go to online classes, you can go to a training institute. All that you will get everywhere, I think. But what is special about us? What is something that you will cherish when you leave? Actually, there are three things. And I'm going to tell you what you should at least aim to do by the time you leave. Okay? First thing, you should learn to learn. I can see some heads nodding. I'm not thinking about what you're thinking. Okay, you are thinking of strategies to learn how to memorize, how to remember quotes. I'm not thinking of any of that. I'm thinking of lifelong learning. Learning does not stop when you stop studying net or whatever it is. Learning does not stop ever. And how are you learning it here? How are you learning this skill here? Because you have a living example. Your teacher, what are you called, director? Whatever. Kalyani ma'am is the living example of lifelong learning. This is what I want you all to learn. This is what we all should try to do. Okay, because if you decide, okay, I'm going to pass net, I'm going to get JRF, and then I'm going to stop studying because I'm becoming a professor. I'll be a professor, I will learn what I have to teach. Maybe do a little bit of reading to get promoted, whatever. I don't know how it works. But if you're going to do that, I'm sorry to say, you will have the fate of the male of the black spider, the black widow spider, whatever it's called. You know this about that spider? No? Good, you don't know. It's a very venomous snail, very venomous spider. What happens is, the species, its whole life's goal is to mate this girl. Okay? She's not a widow now. She's unmarried. The black spider. And the moment it achieves its life's ambition, okay, of mating that one, what happens to it? Its mate, the female, go opposite. Its life ends there because the woman of the family just eats him up. Okay, good. Don't follow that example. Follow the other example. Okay, so don't think about that too much. But if you stop, sorry, if you stop learning, you will be like the male of the black widow spider. Because you learn net, you get the JRF, and then that's it, done. Your life's purpose is done. Finished. Lie down and die. Don't be like that, okay? Because all of you are going to become teachers. And teachers are so precious. Because you affect everyone's life. It's not just your life, not just your family's life, not just the life of 120 people assembled here. Your children, your grandchildren, all of them will be affected by what your teacher tells you, right? So it's a very noble profession. Something very stereotypical. But please, if you want to be a good teacher, keep learning. And that you will learn from the example right in front of you. She has never stopped learning. She has been here for 25 years. I didn't know that. Just now I came to realize. But, in spite of that, looking at her, you would think she just started last year. Just 2 years before you. Looks like that. So that is something I really want you all to keep in mind, especially as potential teachers. A teacher who has stopped learning is not worth calling himself a teacher. Okay, find things to learn. Always keep learning. Okay. Second point. So I will give you 1 minute to digest what I said. Don't just think about the black widow spider. Please think about the other good things also that I said. He's telling me he will only remember that. Okay, all right. The second thing you should learn from here, which nobody gets if they search online and go to another institute, is learning to live. And you're thinking, I am alive, what is she talking about? Yes, you are alive, but are you alive actually? Are you really fully alive? You will realize that you have not actually been alive when you stay here. Again, we have a living example. Okay, because she is going to be interacting with you. You are here, probably you are going to spend the most time with her. And she has shown how to live with passion, how to live with dedication, and how to live with industry. What do I mean by industry? Industry means hard work. Okay? This is something which we all have to know, that we all have to learn. She doesn't actually now, I think the TES is a success story. It will anyway run on its own. But the amount of work, the hard work, the amount of passion that she spends on this whole work, her life's work, is amazing. Okay, it's something very inspiring, even for an oldie like me, when I see how much she is trying to achieve. It's actually something I wish all of you would imbibe, all of you would imitate. You know, I'll just tell you. Okay, a little memory that just came to me. We used to take classes for teachers, workshops. And one day we asked a group of students mean teachers, what are your dreams? Tell us about your dreams. And you would be surprised, at least I was surprised, hardly anybody could talk. Because what they told us was, I want my daughter to become a doctor, I want my husband to get promotion. The highest point of their dream was, I want to travel. Now, it's such a sad state of affairs. Teachers cannot dream. You have to be able to dream. It's not just teaching, it's a lifestyle you are going to propagate. So dream big. Have many dreams. One dream may not work out. Doesn't matter, don't get depressed. It's full of choices. And unless you have that attitude, how are you going to transmit that attitude to all our depressed students who are just committing suicide? You are aware of the news, no? Kerala is having one of the highest rates of suicide because nobody is guiding them. Because they are so depressed now. You are the people who can change that. You have to live life passionately. You have to have dreams. And you have to have dedication. When we get children's work, like college students' work, we see a lot of silly errors which can easily be corrected. It is not because they don't know, it is because of an attitude. It is the attitude, chalta hai, anything goes. That is another thing you have to change. That is another thing that we all have to change. You see, for me, I always think, if a thing is worth doing, it is worth doing well. Otherwise, I won't do it. If I can't do it well, if I don't think it's worth doing, then I won't do it. But same with her. I'm sure she has that same principle in her life. So it is another thing that you will learn from this example, which you will not get if you went elsewhere, because this person is not there. Okay, so learn to live with hard work, dedication, and passion. Passion for anything, passion to improve a student, passion to make everybody in your class happy, passion to make everyone get JRF, if that's the way they want to go. So, second point is learning. Now my third point is the last one. The third point, you may think should have come second if you are good in essay writing and all that. Because we generally say small point first, bigger one next, the biggest, not the back. Life is the biggest. But for me, that is not the biggest. For us, that won't be the biggest because we are teachers or going to be teachers or already working as teachers. I don't know about yours. So learn to teach. Smile. Third point. The last point. Don't sleep. So, why do I say that? Because you all are teaching, some of you are teaching, we are all teaching. What is special in this teaching? This teaching. That's the thing that is special. See, when I look back at my college days, long ago, when I look back at my college days, I remember certain teachers. But I am not actually remembering. I was taught by the giants of academia, okay? I was taught by all great writers, like if you know Malayalam poetry, poets and critics and all that. I studied in University College here. My MA. Great people. But when I look back, I don't remember the knowledge dragons who would walk into my class, spewing knowledge through their nose and ears and mouth, and then intimidating all of us, and we would all sit there cowed and looking at, got so much knowledge. Will we ever become like that? I don't remember them now, because they just gave me knowledge, which I can get from anywhere. Teachers who connected with me, who talked to me as a person, who counseled me, who laughed with me, who cried with me. They were not knowledge monsters, they were not knowledge dragons. They probably did not teach me much, I don't remember. Anyway, I don't remember what I was taught those long years ago. Whatever I know now, I learned from her. So, those teachers who were human beings, those are the teachers we remember. So what I want you to remember, because it's very easy to forget that we are human beings. In a classroom, we forget that we are human beings. We keep thinking, I teach us, I have to teach her, I have to teach this one, I have to make this girl get good marks. And you get all obsessed with marks and exams and the pressure of the head and the principal and everyone. You forget that you are a human being. Please, because our world is such, children are feeling alienated, they don't probably have support at home. So it's again us teachers who have to provide that support. So connect with your teacher. It doesn't matter if you smile in a classroom. Of course, if there are naughty boys, they may take it, like freedom to misbehave. But then you put them down. I don't know. I don't know how to shoot them. Do whatever you want. But actually, over a period of time, show that you have a heart. Because that is actually what is people's lives. That is why she is such a good teacher. That is why everybody who comes, even for 5 months or 6 months or 1 week or something, they'll say, oh, she's such a good teacher. Because she makes that human emotional connection with her students, which you all should learn. Okay? And that's the third thing, and it's a very, very important thing for teachers. Because we are not just there to teach them literature. We have to teach them to be good human beings, right? Whether they are 15-year-olds or 25-year-olds or 30-year-olds, ultimately we all want everybody to be a good human being. So try not to forget in the pressure of your work, try not to forget that you are more than just a teacher or a professor, you are a human being. And show that human face and try to help one, because that is what will really make you a great teacher, like Kalyani Vallath. Do you know the W.H. Auden, the President of New Zealand? The Prime Minister of New Zealand. You know who he is? Oh, you are a person. Okay, he's a poet. Right? I had found a quotation. This is the last one. I'm going to wind up. Don't worry. I don't know whether it was really truly a quotation from him. Long ago, when I had started teaching, I found a quotation from him, and it says this. And I wrote this on all my notebooks, okay? Those days I used to make big notes for my class, because I was very enthusiastic, like you all. Oh, with the notes I will go show me, create miracles. That was my attitude. I learned all that just doesn't work like that. It's not that easy. But then, what he said was, I became a good teacher when I stopped teaching literature and started teaching students. You get it? It's not the subject, it's the human element that you have to focus on. And that you will have an example here. You may have come from different colleges, different backgrounds. You may have been taught by people who taught me, like those knowledge monsters who come and then just give you a lot of knowledge. Like grad and saying facts, facts, facts. We get all that. But then we don't get that human connection. You have to make that change. You have this opportunity to see that. Because she's very accessible, she will drive you crazy because she'll make you work. But then there is also a heart, which I hope you will also find when you are in a classroom. I have finished speaking. I actually wanted to say goodbye by quoting from Hamlet. Okay? And I thought she might get angry and it was going a little too far. Because I was thinking, do you remember me? Like the ghost. You remember the ghost of Hamlet? Yeah, I thought I'll say goodbye to you, but then forget that I said that. I did not say it. Okay, I wish you all the very, very best. You are in the right place to learn the right things. And I hope she and sir and Setu and everyone else will help you achieve your dreams, and that you yourself personally will be able to make dramatic changes in your learning habits, your behavior, everything, your teaching habits. Okay? All the very best to you. Yeah.
Now, thank you so much, ma'am. After that heartwarming speech, she mentioned learning at the end, and she mentioned learning throughout, and you're wondering how exactly that is going to take place. So, the team quickly, so that you'll know who you're dealing with. The greatest fulfillment for any teacher, for me, is when your students become your colleagues. You know, if you're working in a college, you sit in the department and your own students whom you have helped to grow up and pass exams, they come and sit near you and be colleagues. That is the fulfillment that the Panacea team has given me. You know that more important than paper 2 is paper 1. Because paper 2 anyway you will study, you will get good marks. And paper 1 is the challenge. I have my team of students, only 2 of them are here, but there are more. They have been doing amazing work, teaching all the topics in paper 1 from the basics. You know, like we study British literature and American literature, etc. Paper 1 topics also have to be studied deeply. Otherwise, you can't answer the assertion, reason questions and statement type questions that they ask in the exam. Once you learn deeply, whether it's paper 1 or paper 2, it becomes clear that these are simple questions. Questions are not actually that difficult. There are no difficult exams and easy exams. Why they seem difficult is because you have not prepared the right way. If you have studied all that the right way, obviously the questions will seem easy. So it was my greatest challenge because I don't want to claim to be expert in everything. I don't actually enjoy paper 1 as much as I enjoy paper 2. And then the Panacea team came and they really took half or more than half of the burden off my shoulders, of our shoulders here. And people have been really appreciating from the previous batches their good work. Do you have slides in there? This is Grishma Ravindran. She is a PhD research scholar and she's head of the faculty of Panacea and she's the director. She has a B.Ed, so she's very good at teaching aptitude, M.Ed, and she's very good at teaching aptitude and research aptitude, those areas. She really teaches them from the basics, and as you know, research aptitude is a very, very important area, not only because of paper 1, but also because of paper 2. Grishma has done a MA in English and she has an MEd and she has cleared NET and obviously she's a great asset to this course. And thank you so much, Grishma, for helping us. Manu is also, they are both people who have many years ago sat in this classroom, but at that time the classroom was the other way. I was sitting there and that is the only difference, and we have all grown. Manu is also a research scholar, he is doing his PhD, and he is also a partner of Grishma running the Asia team, and he is very good at certain other topics. So you don't learn paper 1 from one person all the time, because one person cannot be the expert in everything. That is the good thing about Panacea, because they are all a team of people who are experts in different areas. So Manu's communication class, etc., is excellent. Thank you so much, Manu. We welcome you to this course. Aparna is also a Panacea member, Panacea faculty who gets so much appreciation from students. Yesterday only I was doing live, I don't know if you watched it. They were really praising Panacea team, and they were obviously, mathematics is our greatest nemesis. We are all afraid of it. That is why we took English literature in the first place. But here is Aparna, who is excellent in mathematics. It is not only being excellent in doing mathematical sums, but also in teaching. So the students yesterday who spoke in the live in YouTube were all saying, thanks to Aparna ma'am, we could do well, because as you know, they asked a lot of mathematics questions this time. So Aparna is not here, but in absentia, we invite her to this course, and she has also passed the gate. I hope you will enjoy a mathematical journey with her. Great. And then there is Indu. She will be joining us a few days later. She will be here every day, and she works with TES also, like she works with Panacea. She is very good at score enhancement. That is what she will do with you, how to get better score. They have a lot of scientific, they're not like me. I am just, what can I say, wild, uncontrolled kind of teacher. Uncontrolled force, they say, FORCE. But Panacea team is not like that. They are very scientific and systematic, and so we balance each other. And they have score enhancement team. I am the qualitative approach, they are the scientific approach, I think. So this is Indu. We welcome her also in her absence. Nandu is also working with them. They are all my previous students, my babies who grew up in this classroom a little bit. They were also grown up otherwise. And he is also a person who has cleared a NET, and who will also be teaching you. We will have a group apart from the classes where you'll be working out questions, and they are always 24/7 there to help you, and it is going to be an amazing time that you will have with paper 1 with all these wonderful people. And that is about Panacea. And now a quick look at the members of our TES. This is my husband. Even though it was not in this classroom, we have studied for NET together. I always tell my students, these are the advantages of preparing for NET. You get an awesome husband or wife. Where is my husband, by the way? Okay. It was downstairs in the office room. That is right now my office room. That is the room where we sat and studied, and he got JRF, I got JRF too. And you know how it was? He was an MPhil student, I was an MA student when we studied together. We had another, you don't get ideas, okay? We had another person studying with us. Huh?
MPhil is stopped. MPhil course is already stopped.
MPhil stopped after him.
After me.
Okay. And he would come like 6 o'clock in the morning sometimes, and not every day, sometimes. And he will come, and we had just a couple of books. One Bhatnagar's Guide, another is Oxford Companion to English Literature, another is I for Evans. It was before the days of internet a little bit. I mean, internet was there, but beats was it. And we did not have the same kind of studying processes. Our main activity was to read the Oxford Companion and find out the mistakes in Bhatnagar's Guide. And we found that almost everything in that guide was a mistake. So finding out the mistake, I mean exaggerating, at least one mistake in every page at least. And studying like that, we had this big set of handwritten notes, all written by him. I will sit and read, and I will just speak aloud, and he will contribute. Another advantage is I studied in Institute of English here at University of Kerala department, where my course, my syllabus was experimental. We studied starting from T.S. Eliot, only 20th century, and we had no material for anything that we studied also because no internet. We had all the contemporary writers, but it was difficult to find material. So it was a research-based course anyway. And he studied the traditional MA, which was up to T.S. Eliot. So, like always, in so many ways, starting from the course, we have been complementary. So he will teach me up to T.S. Eliot, I will teach him from T.S. Eliot, and we made all the notes. And in the first batch that I taught, which was my juniors from TES, from the Institute of English, they're all professors now, senior professors. They got our handwritten notes photocopied, and photocopies was 1 rupee at that time, 1 rupee per page at that time. So we used to sit and write copies of the notes, handwritten copies we used to give them to save that 1 rupee. And oh my God, we learned much that. And is the original form of the complete guide in our book. That complete guide is a fragmented mess. I mean, it is not a structured book. Everything is there here and there. But why it is so is because it's our notes, and I don't really want to change it. That is history. So we passed, and then we got a scholarship, both of us again, to go to Canada at the University of British Columbia. We studied in Vancouver for our PhD, and after we came back, at that time we had our son, who is now in Canada studying. And after we came back, he went and worked in Qatar as a journalist in a newspaper called Gulf Times. And I went on with my institute TES. And during the Corona time, he came, and we are now doing all this. The whole team is there now. So that is Sudeep. Now we have Ritik has been a long time friend of mine. From Facebook we knew like 12, 15 years ago, I guess. And then we became friends in real time. And then he has joined TES a couple of years ago. He has had a deciding role in transforming TES. So many things that are new here. We are now what can I say, expanding and professionalizing, I wouldn't say corporatized, but it has become more structured, and that is because of the push that Ritik has given me. He has worked in the corporate sector for like 15 years, and with that experience, he has been inspiring us so much. And Ritik is from Delhi. He has just come here today for this function. And many of you know him because he deals with the admissions, and not maybe in offline course, right? In online course, everybody knows him because they pay online, and he adds them to the groups and everything. So welcome Ritik to this function and course, and I hope we will have amazing. I hope with all the help that he will also give us, we'll have an amazing time together. Sethu, we have already seen. Sethu Lakshmi, she was also a student here long ago. She used to sit there when the class was in that direction. She was a very brilliant student when she came here. She passed NET with JRF, and she has now, she's on the verge of submitting her PhD dissertation. She studied in Pondicherry University, and she has a very important role in, again, planning. That is why I made her Director of Academic Planning, because she is the one who always tells me, let us make this book, let us do this goal. She's full of such ideas. And she is now working full time, and she has also been teaching here for many years, and she's an excellent teacher. And I'm really looking forward to her contribution to this course. Thank you. This is my son. Our lucky charm, they have called him. He should be actually director of criticism, not literary criticism. But a lot of innovation has come because of his criticism. He is doing computer science, and he always criticizes many things I do. Why do you do like this? Why don't you do like that? And really, he has even made videos on mathematics. Sums and all that. I don't know if I shared it with you yet. And I mean, just he's not really part of TES. He's not actually working for TES or anything. But he has made PPTs for me. He has edited, helped me edit books and all that. Yes, no picture is there. So Ali is like the spinal cord of TES. He multitasks and manages everything, and I suspect that very soon he might also start teaching. Sometimes even more than us, he knows where the PPT is and under what topic it comes. And he is actually an accountant by original profession, but he is a manager. It's like he has done an MBA. He has not done it yet, but he's more than that. All of you know him, and he is from northern Kerala, but he lives here. So he's, unfortunately for him, working all the time. Only occasionally, once in a month or so, he goes home, and then also he works from home. His hard work and vision and dedication is really the reason why we have reached so far. He has been working with us for many years. Welcome, Spalin, and thank you so much. Reshma is an engineer, and she has given up her, she used to work in Infosys, and she has given up her engineering, tryst with engineering, and luckily come to us. So she's obviously good at mathematics, and she has also been teaching, and she has amazing adaptability. She has become like a very great expert in English literature in no time. She's a very good student, I should say. And she lives in Trivandrum. Her husband is still an engineer and working in Infosys. And Reshma is the head of our academics. We have a very big research and development team, like 30 people at least all the time work with us, and almost all of them are our students. You also have the opportunity to work with us later on. We have not only books, so many projects that are always ongoing, and we employ the collaborative writing techniques where students and teachers and everybody write books together and edit, and it will give you a tremendous experience in proofreading and content development and editing. And so Reshma is head team, and we are doing a lot of work because of that team that she's heading. There is content being developed, as you know, in YouTube and everywhere, new fresh questions and PPTs and everything, which has done so much good work I'm sure many of you have been following the YouTube courses also, and you have also already benefited from it. Bridget is, shall I speak about you? He is a revolutionary, to say the least. He is a social visionary. He is heading the Queerism group in Kerala, and he is a gender activist, and he has done a lot of pioneering work in that realm. But he has also English literature postgraduate degree, and he is also a research scholar who is on the verge of submitting his dissertation, and he is working with us full time now. And Prijit is bringing with his social sense and experience in organizing things and managing affairs. He is bringing a very fresh perspective on things in TES. He is also teaching here, and he's a great asset to our course and to our activities here. Under the leadership of Prijit, Reshma, etc., we have a new mentoring program where we will be helping you learn. You will get individual attention, and we can solve your academic problems and issues to a great extent if you wish us to help you. So thank you, Prijit, for all the insights that you've brought us and help. Thank you very much. Zia is the man behind the aesthetics. He has done much of the designing of the books that we have seen and that you use, and he brings a lot of into our activities and courses and everything, books especially. He is also not present here. We welcome him to this course. Adarsh is Bodhi all in all, in more ways than one. We are all like generations here. Adarsh has done his degree in management studies, and he is now the marketing manager of Bodhi manager of Bodhi. But that is not where the story begins. From the beginning of TES, his father has been like a part of TES, printing our books and helping us in so many ways with the material production and everything. He runs an offset press, and Adarsh was only a little boy at that time, but now I'm so happy that we have got him to manage Bodhi Tree. Thank you, Adarsh, and welcome to this course. Our Surili voice is Anjali. She is the one who manages all the calls, and she is our public relations officer, I should say. And the voice has a double meaning here because she also has a degree in music. She is an art, and she just plunged into this work. One day, suddenly I had a need for a PR officer, and she just appeared. And from that day, she has been doing it single-handedly so well. Of course, single-handedly, but we are all there to help her. But still, thank you so much, Anjali. Your responsibilities are so big, and you have done it well. Thank you. Welcome to this course. Sheila is again somebody we have had with TES from the beginning of TES. Like all of them, I would say. She also just appeared out of the blue one day and started helping me, layout of books and inventory management. We have a store come library there which is fully stacked with books, and she is the one who organizes all the the printing, and she's the one who manages the inventory, so to say. And this is also like a generations story, because she's like a part of my family. They're all part of my family, but more so she is because probably she is the one who came first. And her son also was working with us recently, but now he has gone abroad to UK to study. So it's like really a very big joint family here. And now you're all part of it, our babies. Yes. Grace is an American friend of mine who is so much interested in our activities. She was a little disconcerted about meeting all of you suddenly as a group, but you will be meeting her in smaller groups to talk to her. And she is a psychologist, by the way. And do you know who attended her what is it called? Convocation. Invocation, I'm saying. Convocation? Alice Walker. Wow, Alice Walker attended her convocation. I mean, she was the expert in the convocation. And but Grace has been living in India for the past 20 years, I think. But she came here to look after her mother, who was doing charity work here and things like that. So, as part of our mentoring, we will have a little formal, interaction. It will help you release your tensions and stress, and also practice a lot of speaking with Grace. It will be amazing. She's an amazing person to be with. So again, she's part of our group here. And then the R&D team. None of them is here, but they are all continuously there for us, working from all over India, always correcting questions, making questions, correcting them. Everything that we do, calls and PPTs, everything goes through their hands. This is like a factory, actually, producing relentlessly work. Ashadi Babu, she's actually an assistant professor also. I don't know if some of you might even be her students. Well, she's also a scholar at the NG University, Kerala. She's an excellent member of the team. Parvati Das is also a research scholar from NIT Calicut, and she has been doing a lot of work in research studies and literary theory. She's very good at those areas. Sandeep Mondal has got JRF last time, and he was my online student. And he's a real big motivator, and he did, when I suddenly got diagnosed with thyroid cancer, I didn't know what to do. The batch had just begun, and Sandeep just flew down from West Bengal and helped our team to teach and revise and everything, and it was so seamlessly organized. Nothing, people didn't really actually feel any problem. It was even better than if I had been the only one who was teaching. Sandeep. Koyal Banerjee is also from West Bengal. She was also my former student, and she's also like full-time making content development. The advantage of this is that we have, through them we have syllabi and exam practices, etc. from across India coming into our course. This is truly cosmopolitan course. Then Roy is an MA student at the University of Hyderabad. Yesterday you must have seen the same Roy, same little door YouTube live also. He came here when he was a BA student, and I will tell you, he's like, oh my God, that kind of BA student, so well read and such a great scholar. He has miles to go. There is so much in store for him, I'm sure. He wouldn't like it if he knew that I told you this. He's very modest, and he does not want to be in the limelight kind of guy, but he's a very great asset to our team. Ankita also is similarly a student who came to me as a BA student. She's also excellent. She was preparing for MA Found course and she just did one net course. Then she did the second net course. Now she has again joined a net course. She is now studying in JNU, and I'm sure she's trying to do PhD in Oxford. I'm sure she is going to go to Oxford and be a PhD scholar. I'm sure, because she's that kind of dedicated. Even though she must be younger to you, she is an example. She is a go-getter in the sense she is relentlessly doing hard work to achieve her goals. You should do the same thing. I am learning from her. Then there is Indu. We already know her from the Panacea team. She will be with us soon. Princey. She was another online student, and she just fell in love with literature, and she's from a village but she has grown to understand literature, and she makes excellent questions. And she sent me a video the other day after the exam saying how much she has changed, and I was so deeply touched by that video. You know, she just came as an ordinary village girl, and now she has great hopes and she has great confidence, and she's doing excellent work. I'm telling you these stories because some of you are Prince Inja, some of you are Ankita. You should connect with these stories and get inspiration from them. Ambika is also from West Bengal. She has been a former guest lecturer. She is also a person who has completely transformed like this. But someday we will talk to them. They will come online and talk to you. You know, because half of the challenge for NET is getting the knowledge and preparing for the exam. Half of the work is motivation. You know, it is you who is doing it. I always say 10% is us, 90% is you. That 90% to do, you need a lot of energy and you know, support and inspiration, which is amply there with TES. Shruti is also from West Bengal. I don't know, suddenly, in the past, like 10, 15 years ago, we had very few students from West Bengal. But West Bengal is a highly education-oriented state. Now, majority of students from India are coming from it. I'm happy. You know, that the kind of historical tradition is there for the West Bengal culture. And I'm happy that they are coming more to us. They are adding a certain value to our courses, I think. Shruti also was formerly a guest lecturer, and they were there live, you must have seen them. And she has also completely changed, and they're all now in the path of great academic excellence.
There are so many others in R&D team.
Yeah. These are the main R&D people we are introducing. There are many others. We take the seniors and the juniors. So we are not introducing the juniors right now because of lack of time and all that. This is somebody you know. Actually, originally they were supposed to introduce, and I hijacked and I said I'll introduce. That's why. So now our part is over. Now we will take a short break and we'll have a party, and then. Oh yeah. There is a book release. After that, we'll have a break and a party, and then it's your time. First, you have to introduce yourselves, and then we'll play an activity. Okay, I took such a long time. We took such a long time talking to you because I just wanted you to know us really well, so that it will put you at ease and you will, be confident. Okay, these are not monsters. I'm in the right place. I don't have to run away. And then you will be relaxed to speak about yourself. That is why, okay? I know that you are the most important people. I want to know more about you. That is the most important thing. But I was just setting the ground for it. Okay? So you will be amazed to know the story of our books. We are making there is so much content already developed that we are sitting together one day and finishing a book by the midnight of that day. The material is already there, and this book that we are releasing today was made like that. All of us have actually worked on it, but Sethu and me just met one day, sat and put the book together. You can do that. And we designed it ourselves. This is Girl Power book. This is Girl Power series, okay? Because she and me designed it together and we finished it by midnight. So I have promised myself, and I'm promising you, eventually we are bringing out 100 books like that. Okay? There are no small numbers for us. 100 books. Okay, so how is the release? Nirmala ma'am?
I'm in the limelight.
Do you know your roll numbers?
No.
Okay. Can you come please? whoever. Want to go? Come. One student is receiving the book, that is right. You can, and you can give it to the student and she will. You can give it to her. What's her name? What's her name? Amjida. Amjida is opening the book and releasing it and showing everyone. I want to tell you, all the lovely flowers that we have here are also in-house made, and this is the lovely lady who made them. She's an amazing artist. We should have a flower exhibition. Telling them which flower this is.
This is what I meant by saying, live life fully. Every moment is a night.
We should have a flower exhibition where you tell, okay, this is peony, this is that flower. This is a lot of knowledge. We can have a literary connection. Yes, yes. Important literature. Importance of that flower in literature. And the importance of this flower and that flower, these people will find out. You just make the flowers. You will, this is actually only one copy we have. It is being printed. You will get it in 2-3 days. Open and show them because it's our design. No, when you open, you oh, wow. Like an expression. Ah, yes. And then show them.
Show in that. You like that, you know?
These are information. You have point-wise information and research methods, and also 115 questions or something, questions and answers. It will be a real good foundation for research methods in English.
You keep it.
No, once you give her, you can't take it from her. You keep it. You take it. No need. After the function, you can return it, he's saying. Take the flower too. Now what? Break. After you come back, I will talk to you a little bit about the exam and the course, which I will anyway. And then just a few minutes, and then it will be your time. Okay? Break. But what about the stats? 11:45. When they come back?
After this.
11:40.
Okay, 11:45 only party, okay? Alright. Just get up from your seats and meet each other and go out and 5-10 minutes?
Okay.
Hello guys, that was the first session of our introductory function, the offline course. We have people from all over India and are excited. The second session will be when I am introducing the exam and the students will be introducing themselves. We will meet again in more videos like this, and there will be YouTube live starting very soon. I'm just busy with the courses right now. Once it is over, we'll start our courses in YouTube. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.